Welcome to all, and welcome for the European Digital Forum. We have a special guest coming from ATEM, representing ATEM, one of the company based in France. Very interesting for the Ultra HD, HDR, OTT. But we will explain with Michael Roule, the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer for ATEM. Bienvenue, Michael.
Thank you very much, Andrea.
First of all, we are really curious how ATEM runs during the pandemic situation, even just to prepare innovation, latest update. What's going on in the last 18 months?
So in the last 18 months, we acquired a new company called Anevia. So starting from 300 people at ATEM, we are now almost 500 people. So I would say that the pandemic situation was not really an issue to us. So we grow a lot in terms of R&D, and we spend a lot of time on innovation. So ATEM is well known on broadcast, while Anevia is well known for OTT, and we are combining the two technologies together to bring the best of the bride of the two technologies coming from the two entities.
The first question is regarding the broadcasting services and the streaming services. As you know, during this period, the streaming exploding really for the new services, and many vendors talking about the low latency, and we are curious to understand in terms of available services.
So there are some entities in Latin America or in Europe that are looking into this, mainly for sports, because this is where people are looking at how far we are in between broadcast and broadband. And here, what we can say is that we are almost on par today in what we can get with internet low latency, compared to what we can get with broadcast. So it means that now viewers can see the same things at the same times with regards to OTT or OTA, which is quite important.
In your opinion, there is a difference now between the streaming services and the latency, with the streaming services and the broadcast latency?
So on production, what we are missing at the moment is really to check what can be really achieved. But when we look at really some demonstration, we are really able to get something that is on par, so really similar in between the two. And at ATEM, we are able to output from the same encoder both OTT and over the air, so broadcast. So then we can really see the difference in between the two. So starting from the same encoder, having the same quality of experience from the same encoder, outputting broadcast and broadband out of it. So then you can see exactly the difference in between the two.
And Michael, I wonder that this is important even just to reach all the platforms in terms of, for example, the mobile, Apple and iOS with Android, the TV set, the set-top box, even the tablet. This is a very interesting point.
Yeah, so this month we released a new version of our just-in-time packager. And this one is capable of handling both Android devices and at the same time Apple devices. So it's a just-in-time packager outputting HLS low latency or dash low latency. So it means that now we are able to target any type of devices, whatever it is.
ATEM delivers a solution for low latency. What's going on, the latest update in this sense, and if you can explain exactly to all the viewers of the European Digital Forum, where ATEM is a very important sponsor this year, the news about the low latency solution.
So what is quite important is that we have the encoder that we can output let's say, the same multi-bit rate format for this just-in-time packager, and then you have a NIA product that is a new product for ATEM that was coming from Anevia, where we can handle low latency HLS and low latency dash. And then you rely on your favorite player for having the best latency in the end, but we tried many of them, and we did a lot of interoperability with many OTT players. One of them is Apple, but for the rest, we also tested with many other OTT players. So which means that now, nowadays, we have a lot of support from these particular technologies out there. So yeah, it's not an issue today to deploy low latency.
Michael, it is possible to achieve low latency if you had, for example, the DRM or dynamic head insertion or both, or even additional solution?
Yeah, it is possible. So what we know from the DRM is that there will be the player that will have to connect. So if you have many players to this particular DRM server, so maybe at some point the counterpart will be on the DRM server because too many requests to it. But other than that, we didn't see any issue in supporting DRM in low latency. The targeted advertisement is also something that can be supported. So the only issue is to prepare the content ahead. But other than that, there is no issue in supporting this. What we are looking at least at ATEM, is the best quality of experience for our broadcaster and at the same time for the service provider. So to provide something that is on par in what we can have as the best latency today for the broadcasters and to replicate that for the OTT and the service providers.
This is the latest innovation solution for ATEM. Thank you, Michael. You know that we are lucky today that we have the opportunity with this interview to reach a very great audience, just interesting for this kind of solution and this kind of evolution of our sector, broadcasting, streaming, Ultra HD, and so on. But as you know, because last time Michael was in Lucca in one of the big edition of the European Digital Forum, so the next meeting will be in person. We will wait you in Lucca in November. So thank you so much, and have a great job.
I'm very delighted to be there. So I'm quite happy to be again in front of you and to see all these people and to discuss face to face. We are all missing that, so I will be really delighted to have this kind of meeting.
Yeah, it will be a great news for all. À bientôt, Michael. C'est un plaisir.
À bientôt. Kenavo. Bye.
Au revoir.
Kenavo.